and welcome back to Alice Talks Football. And in today's video I'm going to be bringing back the tier list. We're going to be ranking all of the Manchester United summer transfer targets. Well, I say all, we've been linked to 500 people. I think there's 22, 23 players that have been linked with Manchester United on this list, and we're going to be ranking them in tier list form. I assume you guys obviously know what a tier list is and have seen tier list videos, so I don't really need to explain it. But there are going to be 5 categories. The first one being perfect signing. So in the perfect signing category, I'm going to pick the 2 players on this list that I think will be the best 2 signings for Manchester United. Category below that is a great signing. I think they'd be a great signing for Manchester United. I'd love to see them at Manchester United. I'm willing to overpay a bit to get them. The third category is good signing, but I wouldn't go for them unless we could get them for a decent price. So like, these are players I'd love to see at Manchester United, but I wouldn't overpay for them. I wouldn't go out of my way and pay, like, say for example Jack Grealish. So if it was Jack Grealish for £100 million, I wouldn't sign Jack Grealish. Players that I'd like to see at Manchester United, but I wouldn't overpay for or overspend on. If we can get them for a reasonable price, I'd get them. Fourth category is not really needed. Like, they'll probably improve us, but they're not really needed. We don't really need them. And the fifth category being save your money. The Sean Longstaff kind of category. Sean Longstaff, £50 million, save your money category. Before I get into it, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel if you're new so you don't miss daily Manchester United related content from me. I do transfer updates, 5 things we've learned, general videos and tier list kind of videos and more. Hit that like button and let's get straight into it. First player on this list is Saul Niguez. Now, you could probably put him between great signing and sign if you can get a good price for him. But I'm going to put him in great signing because I would love to see Saul Niguez at Manchester United. He's 25, top class player. You know, Paul Pogba leaves, I don't know, I'd really love to see him. You know, so I've put him in great signing. The next one is Philippe Coutinho, and to be honest, we haven't really been linked to Coutinho that much. We got linked to a little bit as a Sancho alternative. He's mostly linked to Chelsea. You can see his like profile's got a little Chelsea in the background there. I've put him in not really needed myself. I don't think he's that needed. You know, he's a Liverpool player. Bleh. He's a Barcelona flop. You know, he's been alright at Bayern Munich, but Sancho is levels ahead. Like, there's other wingers out there, and he plays on the left. You know, we got a lot on the left. We need a right winger. So for me, Coutinho is not needed. The next player is Kai Havertz. Now, for Kai Havertz, it's either sign if we can get a good price or great player. Like, I'd like to see Kai Havertz. He did have a bit of an off season. He was still alright. Would I overpay for him a bit? I don't know. I think I'll put Kai Havertz in great signing. I think Kai Havertz will be a great signing for Manchester United. Erling Haaland. Now, Erling Haaland would be a great signing for Manchester United. But because I'm a salty Manchester United fan, because he rejected us for Dortmund, because I was really hoping he'd come to Manchester United, I'm going to put him in sign if we can get a good price, because we could have got him for 20 million. And I did not want to be signing him for like 60, 70 million 6 months later because he rejected us originally and he's got Mina as his agent. You know, I think he would be a great signing, but I'm just going to have to put him in good signing if we can get the right price, because I just think we could have got him for 20 mil. And now 6 months, and he rejected us. You know, it's just a bit of salt from me, to be honest. Linkovic-Savic. Ooh, this really depends if Paul Pogba leaves. If Paul Pogba leaves, then he's a great signing. But if Paul Pogba stays, it's signing if you can get him for the right price. He's not really essential if Paul Pogba stays. So, because I think Paul Pogba's going to stay, I'm going to put him in sign if we can get him for the right price. We have Osimhen. He'd be a good backup striker. I do think Martial's good enough, and if Aguero stays, we don't really need another striker. We definitely need another attacker. I'd probably say sign if we could get him for the right price. You know, if we could get him for 40, 50 million, then I would definitely get him. I think he's one for the future. As a player, I'd love to see at Manchester United. I think, you know, we do need a second striking option. I do really like Martial though, and I do really like Greenwood, but I think for depth we need a second striking option. But I don't think he would be a great signing, but I do think he'd be a pretty decent signing if we could get him for the right price. Declan Rice, I'm going to put him in not really needed. Now, I know we do need a CDM. I think a CDM and a right wing, for me, are the 2 positions of most need for Manchester United. But I just think when I look at all the CDMs out there, you know, 1, Declan Rice is probably going to be more expensive than better CDMs out there. 2, does he really fit our system? You know, like, obviously he'd probably improve us and stuff, but I think when I'm just looking at CDMs, the reason I put them on not really needed is because there's a lot of CDMs I have above him for that slot from different leagues that will probably be cheaper. So I'm just going to put Declan Rice not really needed. I don't know if he'd suit Ollie's system. I think he's a little bit slow as well. Aubameyang. Now, Aubameyang for me would be a great signing, you know, because 1, he'd only be here for 2 or 3 years, so by the time he's gone, maybe Greenwood can come through and Greenwood's ready to step up, so it wouldn't stunt Greenwood's growth. It would piss off Arsenal if we got him. He's a goal scorer, he's Premier League proven, but he is approaching 30. I think he's 29, or is he 30? I don't actually know how old he is, but I know he's on the old. He's getting old, so I wouldn't overpay for him. So I'm probably gonna have to put him in good player, good signing if we can get for the good price. I'm probably gonna have to put him in good signing if we can get him for a good price, because I wouldn't overpay for him because he'll only be here for a few years. Antoine Griezmann, if this was a few years ago, boom, great signing. But right now I'm putting him in save your money, because Barcelona spent like over £100 million on this guy, so he's not gonna be cheap. He's on the decline. He's not doing well at Barcelona. He's got big wage demands. I could just see another Alexis Sanchez situation. Yeah, he's a good player, but honestly, a lot of people might be like, oh no, come on, like just put him in a good signing if we can get for the right price, because he's a good signing. He's a top class player. Yeah, I know, but he's just not the kind of player I want at Manchester United. I want a young, fresh legs, a player that sees United to step up, the kind of players that Ollie wants. Obviously, he would improve us, but for me, don't waste your money on Griezmann, because I think he's going to cost a lot, and I just think he'll ruin the wage structure. I think he'll cause issues. I mean, I could be completely wrong. If this was a few years ago, I'd be like, boom, I want Griezmann. Now, I do like Griezmann. I think he's a world-class player, and that, but I just don't want him at Manchester United. He's on the decline. He's going to cost a lot. He's got big wage demands. You know, he's not been consistent lately. He has a few injuries. For me, I just save the money, so I'm putting him right at the bottom, which is very controversial. I know a lot of people probably disagree with me on that, but I don't really want Griezmann. Raul Jimenez, Premier League proven, gets goals and assists, crucial in the Wolves system. I'd love to see him at Manchester United. I'd probably put him in good signing. Sign him if we can get him for a good price. Don't think I'd pay like 70-80 million for him. You know, it's not quite there, but I'll definitely sign him if I could get him for a good price or a fair price. Jadon Sancho, perfect signing, no explanation needed. No explanation needed, come on. Donny van der Beek, I'd say sign if you could get him for a good price. You could say not really needed, but I think he would improve us. You know, we do need more midfield depth, but I think just sign if we can get him for a good price. Ferran Torres, to be honest with me, it's not really needed. I think he would improve us. If you don't get Sancho, maybe go for him. But I don't think he's really needed, to be honest, unless we just don't get a right winger or attacker, and then I'd go for him. Timo Werner would be a great signing. To be honest, you could almost put him in perfect signing, but I'm going to put him in great signing because I do really like Martial, and I think he would kick Martial out of the team. But that's just because I like Martial, so I'll put Timo Werner in great signing. Upamecano, due to his injury record, I'd have to put him in sign if we could get him for a good price. Obviously, you know, he's got release clause on him now. You know, I wouldn't pay loads for him because, you know, he could just be another Eric Bailly where he's really good when he plays, but he's just always injured. So I'd sign if we can get for a good price, Upamecano, and that would annoy Arsenal fans. Harry Kane, this is not a controversial one, but for me, save your money. £200 million for Harry Kane. Yes, world-class player, top-class striker, but he's got an injury record, yeah, and he's not quick. Our attackers, we rely on their pace to get in behind. Harry Kane doesn't have pace to his game. He's a shooter, he's a finisher. £200 million, injury record. Honestly, I'd save my money. I love him, he would improve us, but for me, save your money. Jude Bellingham, now I can't really put him in great signing or perfect signing because I don't actually know how good he's going to be in the future. He's got a good potential, but we don't actually know how good he's going to be or how good he could get. So he's got to be on sign if you can get him for a good price. You know, 25 million for this championship player that's been playing consistently, got good potential. Yeah, sign if you can get for a good price. And Soumer, I'm going to put Soumer in great signing. Now, you could say a similar situation to Bellingham, but Soumer's a bit more experienced. He's been playing in Ligue 1, although you could argue the Championship is a harder league than Ligue 1. But, you know, Soumer, I think he'd be a good Pogba replacement. He's CDM, box-to-box centre mid. I think he's one of the best up-and-coming young players. He's part of this young, well-managed Lille squad. I'd love to see Soumer at Manchester United. I don't know if he'd get in the squad straight away, but, like, his potential, and I just think he's a good player. Jack Grealish, for me, a lot of this depends on if Pogba stays, but I'd say sign if you can get him for a good price. I wouldn't spend more than 60 million on Jack Grealish myself. I think there are better cam options out there for cheaper. Obviously, he's a good player, he's Premier League proven, he's got captain qualities, but for me, if Pogba stays, you know, I'm not going to go all out and pay for Jack Grealish myself. I think if Pogba stays and we can get Jack Grealish for 50 million because Villa get relegated, then boom, go for it. But I think sign if you can get him for a good price. Koulibaly for me would be a great signing. World-class centre-back, him and Maguire, ball-playing centre-backs. Koulibaly's got the pace to go alongside Maguire. Just would be an amazing defence. Oh my god, great signing. James Maddison, I guess you could put him as the same as Grealish, but I'm going to put James Maddison as in not really needed because I just know Leicester will charge a fortune for him. And I think with Pogba staying, with Bruno Fernandes, is James Maddison really needed anymore? Obviously, we don't know if Pogba's going to stay, but it looks like Pogba's going to be staying for another season. You know, obviously you could say the same about Grealish though. I think I'll put Maddison in not really needed, but he'll be like right at the end of that, so like he's basically in sign for a good price. Like I would like to see Maddison, but I actually think like we need a CDM, a right wing, a striker and a centre back before a cam. Obviously this is just my opinion, so you're bound to disagree with a few of my options. Now this one, Dennis Zakaria, and you're thinking, well, where's he going to go? Great signing? I'm putting him in perfect signing because on this list there's two players that if I could bring two players to Manchester United, it would probably be Sancho and Zakaria, because for me CDM and right wing are the most crucial positions, although like I guess I would probably say Werner and Koulibaly as well. But for me I think a CDM and a right wing are the two most crucial positions for Manchester United. I've done videos on Dennis Zakaria that I really rate him highly. A lot of people are going to disagree with my opinions on this because this is just my opinion. So obviously if there's a few players you change, just let me know in the comment section down below. But I would love to see Zakaria at Manchester United. He's a CDM. If we play the 4-2-3-1 system, he works really well in that. He can divert to centre-back, give us more depth there. He can divert to centre-mid. But he's a CDM where he's quick, he's pacey, he's muscly, he's big. He wins the ball back deep and he can just play a pass into Rashford and James and get them in behind, and that is when we're most deadly, when we're counter-attacking teams. And he's the type of CDM that can win the ball and actually do a defence splitting pass to actually get the attackers in behind. So for me, I'd love to see Dennis Zakaria. I think he'd only cost like £30 million. Obviously, Ndidi, Thomas Partey, I'd rather see more, but they're not on this list. And for me, right wing CDM, they're in the perfect signing. So that is my tier list. Obviously, there's a few players in there that I'll admit were slightly controversial. It's just my opinion, of course. Let me know what you'd change. Also, if you haven't already, please hit that like button and then subscribe down below to Alice Talks Football so you don't miss daily football content from me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time.